is that right on Rikers Island, they banned like 2 months ago. They banned pornography, any porno magazines from the prison, you know, because I don't know why they did it, but now I just read the headline.
Sure, you don't need to know that part, right? Who cares about that part, right?
But now they had to bring it back this week, so they had a compromise. They're allowing one porno magazine.
Only one?
Only one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the porno magazine that they're putting in is Hairy Guy's Ass Illustrated.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to only allow one, I would think that's the one, you know, probably.
It's a good magazine, though.
It is a good, you know...
It's not all just pictures of Hairy Guy's ass.
The articles are good, actually. Yeah. Good articles on if you're buying a home, what home to buy, good areas to look.
Good stereo advice. That's why I read it.
Yeah. Killer crossword puzzle. It's just a good publication. All right.
See, I just read it for Hairy Guy's ass.
Well, see, that's you, Andy. Just people are all different.
He was telling me before the show that last week he went to the Hairy Guy's Ass Mansion.
Great. Why didn't you... Andy has all the fun. He gets to all the big celebrity parties.
Right. Him and Jimmy Kahn. Andy's a fantastic guy.
I'm curious about something.
And when I say, you know, I used to make jokes at 12:30 about him being gay, that's absolutely ridiculous. But when we were starting out, I will tell you one story about Andy. This is what happened.
I'm scared.
I was working at Art's
the deli coffee shop.
Deli and coffee shop, bussing tables. So Andy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey man, I got a way to make some money." I said, "What is your way?" He goes, "I'm going to become a male prostitute." Now I said, "Andy, you're not gay. It doesn't make any sense." He goes, "But a guy has to make a dollar." So I said, "All right, do what you want." You know? So he comes to me the next day and he says, "Hey, I'm buying breakfast." I says, "Why is that?" He says, "I made $450.05 last night."
Wow.
I said, "What on earth?" He goes, "Yeah, did some tricks there, you know, they call it." So I said to him, "You know, I eat steak and eggs. I eat, you know, expensive." He says, "That's all right. I made $450.05. And I said, "Well, who on earth gave you 5 cents?" He said, "Every one of them."
Good God, you're a horse's ass.
I was concerned. That's simple arithmetic. That's 9,001 dudes.
Please. We have to have... I will take a break.
You don't care anymore.
I do like that he picked Kemp. I like Kemp.
Oh, yeah?
He had a strange thing. Did you hear that quote he said? He said he's closer to minorities than the other candidates because he says he showered with a lot of black guys. Did you hear that?
What?
He says because he used to be on the Buffalo Bills.
That's right, he was a football player. Is that true? He said that?
Yeah, he said that the other day. He said he has a closer feel for the minorities because he's showered with so many black guys. But, you know, I don't know if that's, well, how you want to pick your presidents, right? Showered with a lot of black guys?
I don't know.
I mean...
You're picking Dole because he can do an impression.
Yeah,
you know, your reasons aren't much better.
If I was going to pick a guy just because he's showered with a lot of black guys, I'd pick Andy or something like that, you know? You know?
People don't have to know that.
No, he used to play ball. He used to play college ball.
Sure, he was, yeah. In every branch of the armed forces.
Start with my jokes. I just want to say, like, I said a thing on last show about Andy enjoying gay porn.
Right, I remember you saying that,
And I thought later, that was just a stupid thing to do.
Well, I guess it was all forgotten until you just brought it up.
So, he doesn't like gay porn, you know? He doesn't like gay porn. So anyway.
I can't stand gay porn.
Right.
Gay porn, no thanks. So if you're getting me a birthday present, no gay porn.
I'm glad you know, that's great because it really cleared the air.
Yeah.
I understand you, Lent, you take Lent pretty seriously, the Catholic holiday of Lent. Is that the case?
Well, you have to give up stuff on Lent. So every year on Lent, I give up stuff. And I made up a list, you know?
Oh, really?
Of stuff that I gave up. So I have it here in my pocket. Can I read it?
I would love to hear what Norm gave up for Lent. Yeah. Why not?
I don't have it in my pocket.
You don't have it?
Oh, here it is. It's in this pocket. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, this is a list of things that I gave up for Lent. Okay, you ready? I gave up powerlifting.
All right, out.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that anymore. And then I gave up lifting of any kind.
Okay, that's good.
And then I gave up dressing up like an incubus. Now that people know what it is, you know.
Not going to do that.
No. And then I gave up. This isn't a good one. I gave up feeding my cat.
You got to break that habit.
Yeah, that's no good.
Lent's a good time to do that.
So that's. Oh, and then I gave up spending thousands of dollars trying to methodically seduce Andy's wife.
No more of that, huh? All right, that's very nice. Good for you.
What a relief. Plus, it gets in the idea that Andy has a wife.
Andy has a wife.
Oh, he does. I know.
I have a wife.
I know.
And
No, he has a great wife.
I don't like it.
No, he has an excellent wife.
Don't like it.
Well,
Not for
okay.
me.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and then we're all going to confer with our lawyers. And then we're going to come back, and we'll have more with Norm MacDonald in just a second. All right, we're back, everybody. Stop comparing notes on gay porn, all right?
No! We were actually talking about the Sports Illustrated, the swimsuit issue.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You guys like that issue.
No,
yeah.
I love it. Andy
It's
said,
fun to play this
it's
game.
his least favorite Sports Illustrated.
Oh, shut up.
He says he can't.
Never mind. I'm going to say something.
Andy, you don't, it's like quicksand. If you struggle,
I
it gets
know,
worse.
I know.
You just got to sit very still and it'll go
say
away.
something.
Hero?
Norman Fell from Three's Company.
That's your hero?
Yeah. Mr. Roper. Yeah.
No, Mr. Roper?
Yeah.
That's not a good hero.
That's all I got.
Better than this guy's hero is some gay porn actor. Anyway.
What are you talking about? What?
I don't know.
Insane.
No.
What are you saying?
Let me tell you something about gay porn.
What's-
Seriously.
It's fine.
Okay. No, I'll tell you something about gay porn. Seriously.
Okay.
That doesn't mean a guy's gay. I'm not saying that. Because a guy watches gay porn all the time.
Cut to a single. Just of Norm, really?
Gay porn. I enjoy gay porn. I'm not gay. Gay porn is a genre that just cuts across all demographics. You know? Young people, old people, straight people, the gay people enjoy it. Everybody likes gay porn. But this guy really likes it. No, I don't know. I'm sorry.
I heard patriotic music playing behind that speech.
No, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to talk about Bob Dole. This guy's my hero.
Ruined my reputation, you know.
I'll
Just
tell you
in
something.
passing.
This guy is not gay. If anybody's not gay, it's this guy.
Oh, I'm so...
Seriously.
I am so totally straight. Oh, yeah.
No, you are.
Oh, I love the ladies.
No, he does. No, he likes girls. He likes girls.
Does this happen every time you try and talk about Bob Dole? You start talking about gay porn.
I know, I don't know what that was. But listen, the Bob Dole, I love this guy. He's my hero. He's always been my hero for like the last 18 years since I was very young. And I always liked Bob Dole. And so it was an honor to, now it sounds weird because I was talking about gay porn. But
I'm questioning your ability to continue.
It's hot.
I was talking to Andy before the show, and apparently I made a mistake one time in the show where I intimated that maybe Andy was into gay porno. You remember that?
I didn't, but now I do, yeah.
Which he is not into, and I never meant to intimate that he was gay in any way.
Right.
Just that he had an obsession with watching gay porno.
Okay. There is a difference.
Everybody loves gay porno.
Right.
Yeah.
What's not to like?
So anyway,
Baseball.
so I said, I'm sorry. He said, you know, I said, I'm sorry about that.
Right.
And I said I would never mention again his alleged obsession with gay porno.
Right.
And I won't. But anyway.
We're going to run that on a loop. Play it over and over again.
Yeah, he's got a wife.
Yeah, I know. What are you talking about? I know that.
Have you ever met her?
Yes.
Okay, good.
What are you talking about?
She does exist.
She
No,
does
I know
exist.
She exists. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell the people. I don't want them to think that Andy's into gay. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. Unless you're not gay, and then there's something horribly wrong with it.
That's when it goes awry?
Yeah, that's when it's the worst thing you could be is gay when you're not gay.
Right.
Andy on this show, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to leave, huh? How bad is that, huh?
Yeah,
he should stay. You want him to stay. You should stay.
Good move.
You should stay.
You just
Get him booing.
Yeah, you killed everyone's joy tonight.
No, I swear to God, though, when you sit on a couch for the living. You should think about not giving that up. That's a great job. You sit on a couch, and you sit on a chair.
It got to be too much, though. I'm looking to lay down.
Got to tone it down a bit.
No, but you're a great man, and I'm going to miss you on the show, man. You're a great man, isn't he?
Thank you.
Great.
Maybe he'll change his mind.
Maybe.
I keep asking him.
Yeah.
He's like, nope.
Maybe if the internet, they start like writing "Save Andy," you know what I mean? It's not save him because he's
It's
leaving.
his choice.
Scott, you're Irish.
Yes.
What are you?
Swedish German.
Swedish German. Are you really?
Yeah, really. Why would I lie about that? It's not funny.
It's very odd 'cause
It's a very strange lie. I put one over on those people. Yeah.
Swedish German.
No, I'll tell you why it's funny, man, because I was in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I met a good old boy down there, and he said, he said, you know Andy Richter?
Yeah? Yeah, he did?
Yeah.
You met a guy in Georgia and he said, you know Andy Richter?
Oh, yeah, you guys do well there.
Oh.
And he said, I said, yeah. He said, have you ever heard of Andy Richter joke? I said, no. He said, well, most of it's based on him being Swedish German. And then he told me an Andy Richter joke. And
Really?
But I didn't know he was Swedish German. I thought it was all nonsense.
Yeah, well, now this lines up perfectly. Let me ask you something, because it sort of relates to the first...
Wait, don't you want to hear the joke?
No. Oh, you're down to 6. You're down to 6. All right, this joke will get you back up.
You can get him back.
Let's hear the joke.
Well, the fella says, he says, you ever hear the time about the old prospector? That's how he tells you.
Yeah.
He says, man, there was an old prospector, and he was prospecting for gold, and he was having a hell of a time getting any gold. It was an empty stake, I believe. And he said he'd come into town one day. He'd been in the mine for a good 8 months. He said, by God, he said, I'm only flesh and blood. Sure. Yeah. And I need a woman, you know. And so he goes into town. He goes up to the bartender. He says, bartender, he says, man, I've been in that mine for a hell of a long time, and I'm only flesh and blood. I need a woman. Well, the bartender says, hell, there ain't no women in this town. If you want to do any of that business, all we got is Andy Richter, the Swedish German. The prospector, he says, no, he says, hell, I ain't into that funny stuff, you know. He says, I'll be fine. So he goes back to his state, you know, and he's back in that mine, man, and 6 months passes, and a year passes, and Conan, you know, people are weak. Man is made of flesh and pride, as the scriptures tell us, and by God, that old prospector finally broke to his knees, and he said, I'm no worse than he went back to the bar. He was a beaten man. He says to the bartender, he says, hell, man, I've been in that place 2.5 years. A man has needs, and if you say there's no women in this here town, he says, well, I'll have to go for Andy Richter, the Swedish German.
But he says, listen now, he says, man, I'm a tough old hombre, you know, and I got friends now. He says, I don't want anybody to know about this. You know, this is back in the old days.
Sure, yeah.
He says,
I can tell by the accent, yeah.
he says, I got my cowpoke friends and so forth. I'd hate to hell anybody know about this. You know, this got to be all secret. Nobody. I say, nobody can know about this. Bartender says, well, 4 people will know about it. How do you figure that? He says, well, he says, I'll know about it. He says, you'll know about it. And Richter, the Swedish German, will know about it. And the feller that has to hold down Andy will know about it.
Why?
Why? Because Andy Richter, the Swedish German, he don't go for that funny business neither.
Well, at least you left me my dignity.
Yeah.
I like the way that story ended.
Yeah,
That was a nice...
You weren't gay.
Right. Well, but that's not beside the point.
You were raped.
No, it's more... that I wasn't prostituting myself. That's what I was
You're
getting.
such a horrible man.
No, I didn't know.
We're on basic cable, but it's still valuable airtime.
No, I didn't know.
I don't know about
You know,
that.
in Georgia, they say there's a whole subgenre of Andy, the Swedish German joke. That's what the guy told me.
Well, you know what? I asked you, how are you?
Yeah?
And you went into, I believe, a 48-minute joke.
Oh,
which
I'm sorry.
was fantastic, but now we have to take a commercial break.
Are you kidding me?
What do you... Yes! I'm about to grow my beard back if I don't...